All right, what is going on, guys? This is actually going to be kind of like a quick video, but I wanted to say something on the topic just because it's so big, and it's what's happening right now. It's what's popping off. So recently, everybody's favorite Twitch streamer, Adin Ross. Now, personally, I'm not a huge Adin Ross fan. I kind of lost support for him, during the whole Andrew Tate thing. Obviously, me, not a big Andrew Tate fan. I've made a couple videos on the guy. It's pretty clear that his values do not align with my values in every way, shape, and form. I don't think that he's the worst person in the world. There's definitely aspects of him that are okay, like, go work out and try and better yourself. I don't have any problem with that, but the women is where the issue lies with Andrew Tate. There's a lot of not great things going on there. But, Adin Ross is obviously like his best friend, and that kind of lost me the support of Adin Ross because he was just sucking his dick the whole time, let's be honest. But, since then, Adin Ross has done some other pretty, deplorable things that I certainly don't support. He's done things like the MILF token or coin, I don't know what it was called, which turned out to be a huge scam. Surprise, surprise. It's almost like buying something called MILF token is a scam. I mean, that's a fucking wild, take, right? But yeah, that wasn't great. And he basically came out and said, after he did his big rug pull, he was like, yeah, if you bought that shit, that was a scam. So, I feel, I don't really care. Shouldn't have bought that. That was basically his response, simplified and summed up. But, since then, there's been a couple other things. I don't really know. I don't really care enough to, look them up. There's been a lot. And he really did fall from grace. I mean, he was pretty okay, a couple years ago, a year ago. He wasn't that bad when he would just, freestyle with people in his room, and, talk to, some rappers and, fucking LeBron James's kid and shit. That was cool, but, yeah, he's come a long way. But, so pretty much now his new thing that he's latched onto is copyright claiming videos. Now, me, as a small content creator at this point in time, I have a huge issue with copyright claims because, if they get done to me by a bigger channel or, a big enough corporation or whatever that they start, striking my videos, I'm fucked. I don't have any means to really fight back against that, right? So it's terrible for small creators to have this happen, and it's annoying to the bigger creators. I mean, let's not get me wrong here. It's not nearly as detrimental to a lot of them because they do have the means to kind of fight back, and they have YouTube reps and stuff like that who will kind of try and help them out a little bit. But, the smaller ones are basically done for. Now, Andrew Tate, however, I don't know if it's him or, his team. They're having a field day, just copyright claiming everything. And the biggest one, I think the one that people are talking about the most is Internet Anarchist, I believe, who, had a video that had Andrew Tate in it. And that got copyright claimed. And that kind of fucked with their channel a little bit. And another big one that people have been talking about, that people know about, is Twitch streamer Hasan. He has also been copyright claimed by Adin Ross for a video which Adin Ross did not play a very large role in, but that just happened to be his Zoom call. And apparently that means it is his intellectual property. Now, I don't agree with either one of these strikes at all. I don't agree with a lot of copyright strikes, mainly due to fair use. Fair use basically is what makes my videos possible, what makes a lot of YouTube videos possible. It makes it so that you can take content created by another entity outside of your own, and you can use it for reviewing and critiquing purposes. This is what most of my videos are. This is kind of the heart of the commentary genre, is this fair use ability that's allowed legally, and makes it so not everything I make is copyrighted, because a lot of my content comes from other people's content. I say this in the videos that I make. For example, Tips for Dicks, I say, well, if the original content isn't good, my content's not going to be good for this episode because it's hard to work with, right? And I'm reviewing and critiquing that video. Now, there are a couple like instances where this doesn't like fully apply, and it's really judged on like a case by case basis, which I think is kind of fair given what it is. And it's pretty much like, well, maybe if you're using the full entire thing that you're reviewing or talking about, then, that takes away all of the value from the original, because why would anybody watch the original if they watched you react to it or whatever? It's kind of like that React-gate shit that happened a little while ago, where people were pissed if like people were reacting to YouTube videos on stream and stuff. But I mean, in all honesty, I was never like the biggest supporter of, oh yeah, that's fucked up, take the YouTube videos away from the Twitch streamers or whatever. Like, I don't really care, If somebody wants to watch and react to my videos, that's completely okay with me. I don't have any problem with that, because sure, maybe it ruins the entertainment value for that singular video, but it might boost it for my channel overall. If people like the video, they might come subscribe and then they'll watch videos in the future. That's how I've always viewed that stuff. And honestly, when it comes to my videos and my content that I put out, I'm just going to come out on the limb. Anybody can use it at pretty much any time. If you want to make a video talking shit about me, critiquing me, reviewing me, reacting to my video, go ahead and make the content. That's completely okay with me. I don't have any problem with that. Trust me, I will not be copyright striking you anytime soon. Probably ever, right? It'll probably never happen. The only problem that I would really have is like if somebody just, ripped off like my entire channel, like if you were just re-uploading every single one of my videos, like from start to end every time, I would probably have, some issue with that. But even if you wanted to create like, I don't know, like a clips channel or like a fan channel on my channel where you took, even like decent sized moments out of my videos and turn them into your own videos or whatever, or made shorts out of them or anything like that, that's fine. I don't care, right? Because I'll always have my channel and I'll always make my content. And if anything, you doing that just will bring people to my channel, especially if you credit it correctly, which, would be appreciated if you are going to do something like that. But even if you don't 100% like credit it in every way possible, shape and form, that's okay. I'm not going to come after you. I'm not that kind of person. And because I watch a lot of like, clips channels and stuff like that for streamers that aren't necessarily made by the streamers, but exist because the streamers have said that it's okay. I watch a lot of that shit. So it would be kind of hypocritical, for me to, get pissed off at somebody doing that with my content, because I don't know, I don't have an issue with it. But yeah, that would never fly in Adin Ross's case, whatsoever. A lot of other people allow it. Critical is pretty good about it. I don't think he copyright strikes anybody. Or if he does, there's probably a pretty valid reason. Mudahar, good about it as well. And, there's other ones too that I just either can't think or, I don't know, don't fucking feel like naming. But yeah, Adin Ross has been pretty bad. Now, you may be saying, oh, this video is irrelevant, it already passed, whatever, those claims are gone, which is true. They did get reversed, but that was only really because of the huge, backlash that came out of this. A ton of people made videos on it by now, and a ton of people had things to say, including the creators themselves that got copyright striked, and that's only for, the two big ones. We know that the Internet Anarchist one, I think, has been removed, and Hasan's has also been removed. But for smaller channels out there that have been hit with this, which I know that there are some, we don't really know, right? Because they don't have as big of a media presence. So we don't know if they got removed or not. I would hope that they have been, but something tells me that they likely have not. But yeah, it's not great. It doesn't look good for small channels who want to include clips from Adin Ross or do anything. I would advise staying away from it for the moment. I'm going to try and not use any clips from his videos or anything in this video because I don't want to risk it for me personally. And, I would advise people kind of do the same when it comes to his content, at least for the time being, until he comes out and says something and fixes it or doesn't fix it. I don't know. But him and ishowspeed has actually been doing a very similar thing, although I don't think that it's ishowspeed necessarily going out and, claiming the videos and then laughing about it on stream, which is kind of one of the things that makes it so fucked up for Adin Ross.
W. Chat, by the way, this is Hasan's head moderator, chat. Put a W in the chat. We stole $8,000 from him. W. He needed that. Yes. 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 W. Yes. Oh, yes.
Is he has so much fucking money, yet he stole $8,000 from like a smaller creator basically by claiming their video. And then he was like, woo, we stole $8,000 from him. And that's just fucked up. You know, I mean, that's fucked up. It's fucked up to celebrate robbing somebody of what should be their money, essentially. I mean, I guess if that did go to court and that was decided that fair use didn't apply there and that it was Adin Ross's money, then I guess my statement doesn't make sense and is void. But, you know, I don't really think that would have happened if it did go that route. It probably would have just fizzled out and it would have gotten reversed, because that's kind of what happens with a lot of copyright claims. They don't actually debate them in the long run. But, yeah, you know, it is what it is. And ishowspeed has a company that's doing a lot of the same things with his content, which isn't a great look. I can't lie. But, yeah, I just kind of wanted to briefly touch on copyright claims and what's been going on with them, why so many people are talking about them, you know, stuff like that. You know, I just wanted to get my point across because that's what I love doing. And, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned something from this. I don't know. I hope you guys have maybe a better opinion or whatever. You're a little more educated on the situation. But, yeah, if you did, make sure you leave a like. That's awesome. And, yeah, hit that subscribe button. It's always appreciated. We're so close to 800. If maybe we've hit it by now, but we're so close, which is crazy because I just hit 700. You guys have been awesome recently. This past month, I think April, now we're in May, but I think April was by far like my best month on YouTube to date. So that was awesome. But, yeah, I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.